I'ma say today, you just sit back and watch me work. Watch me work in your city, watch me work. Watch me work in your city, watch me work. Watch me work. I'ma say today, you just sit back and watch me work.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Entertainment Exchange. My name is David Johnson. I am your host. Across from me is Wayne Hattrick Wizzy Webb, the co-host of this here program.
Yeah.
Wayne got bit by the sick bug that had left me, so I'm good.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. It's fine.
Bro, I'm pretty sure
as long as it's not Corona.
No, listen.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
I work at an elementary school, and I thought I was safe because I got my flu shot earlier in the school year.
And the doctor said, this still ain't gonna help.
He said, you free from everything except that one thing you gonna get come January, February.
Exactly.
And so I done got it.
Because kids, and it was happening Sunday too, when I was helping out in Next Level with the 4th and 5th graders. And this I think this girl was either praying. No, it was in jumps. It was with the younger kids. It was 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. This little girl was praying, and in the background you hear, ah! And you just hear coughs into the the atmosphere.
Yes.
And all, myself and other adults were like, "Oh my Lord,
bro! These kids they don't know."
And I was like, "Oh no!"
They don't know how to
These
properly cough
kids.
and sneeze. So they cough in their hands or touch stuff.
Oh.
Like the kids at work, they'll cough on their hands, and they think it's funny, man. They think it's funny, bro. They'll cough and they start smiling, start touching stuff on purpose, looking at you.
They think it's funny,
smiling and laughing.
Until I beat you.
To catch you and put that hand sanitizer on your hands. Yeah, I stay strapped with the Germex, bro. I got the clip on my belt, and it's just Germex and hand sanitizer.
Are you sponsored by Germex?
I should be at this point, man. Should be. Lysol too. God.
Thank you, people, for turning in. Well, you turned your knob to tune in. You feel me?
What knob? It's a phone.
People are in the car, man.
Man, you turn the
knob up. You turn the radio up.
Man, you don't put the volume up on your phone, dog.
Anywho,
y'all talking to you out there, whoever listening to this, turn up knobs and stuff.
Wait, this is not 1982. You got 6 knobs on your car. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna break down entertainment news to you. That's movies, TV shows, sports, music, and more in podcast segments throughout the week. And on our YouTube page, EX Does Entertainment, as well as our Twitch page, twitch.tv/Jabari Tribe. Mm-hmm. Go over there, follow. The next time you go over there, you should see a new video up every other Monday.
Yeah.
We getting it. So, today, before we get into some of the stuff today, so I was looking at some of the stuff about the coronavirus.
Man, don't talk about that now I'm sick, dude.
No. We're going to talk about it because it's no more. It's not a joking matter anymore. This here is real.
Oh gosh.
As of right now, it keeps escalating. As of right now, I believe the death toll is at 915.
In the U.S.?
Yep. No.
Oh.
In China.
Oh, okay.
Wuhan province is where it's from.
I was about to say, how, why?
Right now, it's about 40,000 confirmed cases of it. This past Friday was the first U.S. death. Was this past Thursday or Friday? This joint real. So as of right now, it's more deaths than that SARS epidemic that happened in the early 2000s, and everyone started freaking out about that. Right now, it's more deaths, or it has passed that.
Okay.
So this thing here is real. Wash your hands. Don't dap, fist bump, elbows. Watch your back.
Just don't work in an elementary school. I'm sorry to say, just don't, because the kids, they don't care, bro. I think it's funny. I'm mad. But I love my kids, though.
97 deaths on Sunday in China. Yeah.
In one day,
which is obviously the highest in one day at this point. But please be careful, be safe out there. Moving on. I saw Birds of Prey.
Hey, I saw you saw Birds of Prey.
I saw Birds of Prey.
I'm about to go see it this week too. Go ahead.
All right, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to just tell y'all a little bit.
Speak your truth.
I am willing to apologize
Yes, sir.
Now,
Go ahead.
Let me tell you what I'm apologizing for. You know what? I'm not apologizing.
Nah, apologize.
Because it's not. I don't think I was wrong in saying that this movie was mismarketed.
But we all knew it was mismarketed.
But see, and we'll get to that in the next story. But from the from the get go, this is what's, and I said it on Facebook and Twitter. This movie feels like what Suicide Squad should have been. It's made in the same style. It's got similarities, but it actually nails what it's supposed to do.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So like Suicide Squad setup and everything, you're like, all right, I'm with it. And then halfway through, it's like, and we gotta stop the world ending, and Enchantress is out there, Shakira dancing, and you're just like, okay, you lost me.
Yeah.
This one is more smaller, and it feels like, oh, this makes more sense. This is what it should be like, and it works. Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. And if you thought she was good before, it's the same thing as Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man or Chris Evans as Captain America. She is this character.
Yeah.
I can't see another Harley Quinn, period.
Bet.
Because when you watch her in this movie, it legit feels like and I think this is what they want. It's basically DC's like Deadpool style of character in interaction and everything. Not as much as like breaking the fourth wall as much, but she is 100% the character they took from the show and the comics and put her in a movie. There is no differentiation between those two. She kills it.
Margot.
Journey Smollett, the girl who plays Black Canary, kills it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who you saw 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Yes.
The girl from 10 Cloverfield Lane plays Huntress.
Oh.
Kills it. Everybody in the movie, actor and actress wise, was good. Ewan McGregor, great. Victor Zsasz, great. Better than I thought he was going to be. Because we think Victor Zsasz is
from Gotham.
From Gotham. This is not they took more of the comic approach of there's something messed up about this dude.
Gotcha.
Why he liked it, instead of like the sillier but still crazy. This one is more like, ooh, which makes sense because it's more in line with what Victor Zsasz really is, I guess, in the comics. I liked it. I'd probably give it a B.
Hey, I'll
it's
take
a good
that.
movie.
I'll take that.
It's a fun, good movie. No joke. I only have like 2 gripes with it, and the first gripe being it was not marketed well, and it's a Harley Quinn movie at heart. So it may be confusing, or it may be kind of like, wait, what are we doing here for the beginning? Because it's told by Harley Quinn. And so if you can imagine how Harley Quinn would tell a story, that's how the movie starts to play out. And so it's very like, wait, what are we doing? Ooh, okay. I'm just going to go for it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number 2, Cassandra Cain, which is like the Asian girl in the movie. Is like, there's no point. There's no point in calling her Cassandra Cain if she was literally a 100% different character from the character in the comics.
Oh, okay.
So I showed you character comments, like the girl doesn't really speak, but she out here like chopping off heads and whatnot. She wears a dark costume and everything. The only thing they did was keep the name, but the character's 1,000,000% different. So it's like, if you're going to call her that, at least just call her something else. You don't need to call her the same name.
Yeah.
But that's a small gripe. But if I saw, all right, Cassandra Cain, she really out here, like, don't mess with her. She will kill people, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, this isn't.
That's not her.
That's not her. You know what I'm saying? And you can get past it. It's just every so often when they say her name, and I'm like, that's not who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. Because it's for people who, and it's only people who like know the character, right? And so I base how I like it off of Gail Simone, who wrote Birds of Prey, was talking about it on Twitter, and she was like, it's a fantastic movie. My only gripe is the Cassandra Cain character is not Cassandra Cain. You would just name her something else and the movie would be fine. You don't have to call her, because you only called her that because of the connection to other characters. So I get it, but it's also, bro, don't do that.
Yeah, it's like they nailed everything else except that. It's like, why don't you just follow through?
Exactly, that's what it is.
Just follow through and keep
ultimately. And I saw somebody talk about it, and I felt the same way. There, at the end of this movie, he compared it to like you and your friend like going to get like wings somewhere, and the wings being really, really good. And so he's like, you tear through the wings and you're done. And you look at your friend next to you, and it's like 50% of the meat still on the bone, or 70 or a quarter left, and you're like, bro, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. These wings are good.
Yeah.
So it's like when you look at this movie and you finish it, you're like, yo, this was good, but they didn't give me enough of what I wanted. Mm-hmm. Like the way it ended, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
You were that close. Like, come on. You were right there.
Yeah.
At the edge. Push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this movie serves as like a reintroduction of Harley Quinn and the introduction of Birds of Prey. And it's very like, it's like it says Harley Quinn or like Deadpool telling a story. So it's boom, jump, 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 jump. What? By the time the first 30 minutes end and it's finally like, okay, we're here now. I'm in there. The ride is dope. It's a fun movie. The action's nuts.
Are there any extra credit scenes?
No. Not worth staying for. It's just like it's like a voice audio thing.
Oh, but there is something.
Yes, but it's not even anything. It's just like okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very much like a Deadpool type of thing. So I give it a B. I think it was really good. I enjoyed it.
All
it's
right.
a fun movie.
There
It's
we
definitely
go.
something that you'd buy and just put on randomly, and with a bunch of friends over, and you'll laugh about a couple scenes and watch it. It's one of those type of things.
All right.
But moving on or
Birds of
continuing with
Prey.
that, I think you'll enjoy it. It only opened with 88 million globally. Which is not
That's not good.
great.
No, not at all.
As in the lowest opening at DC, period. I'm talking lower than Green Lantern. It is the lowest opening movie, period. Yeah, you heard me right.
How, Sway?
And what I'll get to is I wholeheartedly believe that belongs on the shoulders of Warner Brothers marketing, 100%. The way they marketed this movie. Same thing with Shazam. Shazam's a great movie, marketed so weirdly. And so with both those movies, now, granted, Birds of Prey only cost 80-something million to make.
Okay, so they've already made their money back.
They need like another 15 million totally.
Oh, okay.
They need to hit 100 million to,
Yeah.
100% or at least break even, which they will, because it's made for a smaller amount. But I wholeheartedly put it on the shoulders of bad marketing, because you can't say nobody cared about Harley Quinn, because Harley Quinn was the only thing people cared about in Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. Right? So you have that going for you, and you have Margot Robbie, right? I think it's just a horrible marketing strategy, or just horribly marketed to, we're doing both. We're doing this. We're doing what? We're doing what? Don't call it Birds of Prey and Fabulous Emancipation, whatever. Call it the Harley Quinn movie and have the Birds of Prey in it as side characters who then you understand, oh, and these are the Birds of Prey. Mm-hmm. Don't call it Birds. People don't know who the Birds of Prey are. They know who Harley Quinn is.
To call it Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
Or just call it Harley Quinn.
And that's simple.
You could call it just Harley Quinn. Or the Fabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Boom.
Yeah.
And then oh, these are her friends. We call ourselves the Birds of Prey. You're like, that connects the dots for itself. Don't call it Birds of Prey. People don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's right now, until whatever they make next, it's the lowest out of all the DC opening movies. Regardless of the fact that it's one of the better ones, it's still the lowest. 100% bad marketing.
Yeah.
I put that at DC. Y'all gots to do better. Okay?
with a Z.
You got
to do better.
Do better with two Z's. Because it doesn't make... Now, I love the direction that DC is going in. You had Aquaman, right? Which got $1 billion. You got Shazam. You got Joker. Now you got this. Last 4 movies. All right, I'm in. I like what y'all doing. Continue.
Yeah.
Y'all got to market it well, though. Don't only market something like Batman vs. Superman and then not care about these other movies, which are better and give you a better story and a better, well drawn out character and fleshed out. Don't do that. Don't be like, it's Zack Snyder, and throw all the money at him. And then for these other movies, and this guy.
Yeah.
And wonder why no one goes to the movies. You better market it the right way. Mm-hmm. That's what's frustrating.
Come on, y'all. Get it together, bro.
I will say, it makes me happy about the direction of the superhero movies for 2020. This is a good, like, all right, we here. This is a good starting off movie, especially when the majority, if not all, of the superhero movies this year are directed by women.
Yeah.
This movie was directed by a woman, and you can tell, and it made sense. Right?
We popping 2020.
There was a part that I was like, where they were fighting, and the Journey Smollett kills Black Canary, just kills it, and Harley Quinn goes up to her, pulls out a hair tie. She's like, we're fighting. You should put this on, and ties up her hair. And I was like, a woman did this movie. You can tell because it makes sense.
Yeah,
it's little things like that I can appreciate, and I was like, I like that. I want more of that, Chief.
You like that? You like that?
Moving on.
Shout out Kirk Cousins.
Shout out Kirk Cousins. No, we don't. Sam Raimi, I should say, is in final talks to direct Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. As
Sam
in
Raimi.
Spider-Man Sam Raimi. As in one of the GOATs of comic book movies, period, Sam Raimi.
Okay.
Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, horror movies, as well as Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, Sam Raimi.
Well, then this would help with the whole, they want to go horror with the Multiverse of Madness.
This is very interesting.
So then let's get it.
Now, of course, the majority, there's a group of... obviously everyone has their feelings hurt about something at some point, obviously. And so there's a group of people who love the original Spider-Man movies and think that Sam Raimi is the best director ever. And it does a better job with Spider-Man than what MCU is doing currently with Tom Holland Spider-Man. And so they're like, well, why are you going to Marvel? Why yada, 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 yada? Homie knows where the money's at, number one.
Yeah.
And he knows a good story when he sees one. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the movie. This is a really interesting take. Because Sam Raimi, besides Spider-Man, Sam Raimi does Sam Raimi horror. Homie
This
does
is
it.
perfect then.
This is perfect for him.
All you gotta do is just say, hey, Benedict Cumberbatch, there's gonna be a lot of scary things that's gonna happen.
They're gonna be blood.
Are you down? And he gonna be like, yes, as long as the money's right. Well, he gonna be like, well, the money is right. Therefore,
As long as the money's right.
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
I'm excited about that. What's next? Knives Out sequels in development at Lionsgate. So that's coming. Another one.
Dude, bet.
I rewatched that with some friends who had never seen it before. And I was like, man, this movie's so fun.
Bro, speaking of Knives Out, you know what we didn't finish?
What?
Our top 10 movies of 2019.
Bet. Do you have your top 5?
I think I do.
We'll
Hold
see. If we get to it at the end today, we'll do it. If not, we'll save it for next week.
All right. We need to get that popping.
Rewatching Knives Out with people who haven't seen it before, like my wife who loves mystery and murder podcast and all that type of stuff. I'm watching her watch. She's like, no, it's this, no, it's that. Watching her brain, like the smoke coming out of her ears. I was like, oh, this movie's so good, man. Such a good movie. Ana de Armas, who is the lead in that movie, the girl, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be in the new Bond movie? That's the one that's going to be in the Bond movie. The one who is the maid that helped them.
Yeah.
She's one of the new Bond girls in No Time to Die. She gonna be lead actress in the next like 2 to 3 years. She gonna be her poster.
She's in No Time to Die.
Yeah, she's one of the Bond girls. The one with the long dress or the dress with the long back. Remember when we saw the trailer? It was a white girl with the black hair. That's her. That's her. She out here.
Collect your checks. Collect your checks, cuz.
John Krasinski says he's down to play Mr. Fantastic in the MCU. We already knew that. Duh.
John Krasinski.
Yes.
Perfect
to be Mr. Fantastic. We already said it. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah, it will.
At this point, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah,
I don't really care anymore. You could pick anybody else as Mr. Fantastic at this point. It's 2020.
No,
if you would have said this in like 2012, I'm like, all right, we here. It's 2020. You could make Oscar Isaacs Mr. Fantastic, and it would still work.
No, John Krasinski.
Again, it does not matter.
Jim from The Office is going to be Mr.
Vin
Fantastic.
Diesel wants to split Fast 10 into 2 movies. I guess.
For what? Money?
Again, I guess. I don't know. He said it to like reward the fans but also to finish the
reward us with what? We didn't even ask for the last 7 of these.
And yet they be making almost $1 billion on each one.
I mean, I'm gonna be in the theater, but I'm just saying I didn't ask for it, so don't give me what I didn't ask for.
So 2 movies, okay. Is that what you want me to say? Okay.
What do you think you are, Harry Potter? Huh?
He probably thinks they're better than Harry Potter.
Man, no. Stop.
Did you see the trailer for the newest one? Because I saw it in the Birds of Prey.
The newest
Fast 9. It's called F9 or whatever.
Yeah, I saw it with the one with John Cena.
Yeah,
where
he's
drive
like,
off a cliff with the hook
John
on the
Cena's
car.
like his brother or something like that.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. I saw it just, it's my brother. And I was like, all right. John Cena.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
There is no correlation.
The brakes keep stopping.
404 error.
Page not found. That's what I felt like. But whatever, to each his own. I don't really care about the story. I'm like, homeboy, John Cena drove his Mustang off the cliff, and Charlize Theron in a jet catches it and then spins away. And I was like, then Vin Diesel was like, bet. And he bungee jumps with a car. I was just like, all right, bro, just give me
that's what I said.
popcorn,
It was like
whatever.
Fast and Furious meets Uncharted.
Yeah,
that's what
they're
it felt
going.
like.
They're going out of going out of control. It is what it is. I saw this recently. I forgot to talk about it. Bruno Mars closed the deal with Disney to star in a musical with like original music created by himself. Don't know what it is, but he and Disney are doing something.
Bruno Mars can do no wrong in my
works.
book, so I'm good. I'll watch it.
It works. Yeah, I recently saw the trailer. Do you see a trailer for In the Heights?
No.
Oh my gosh. Imagine if the Get Down got married with Hamilton.
What?
Yes.
The Get Down.
The Get Down.
As in,
Imagine
like,
if
Netflix?
the Get Down got married with Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton and West Side Story. And
So,
they all
like,
had a baby.
We rapping with like classical music.
Almost.
We out here just.
It's about Wash Heights. It's about Washington Heights. And it's about that culture coming together for some reason, some moment, some movement, whatever in the movie. And it's got a couple people. I think it's got two people from. Oh no, the main guy is from.
Get down.
No.
Get down,
Netflix. Black
get
people.
down.
Wow. Dear white people.
Uh,
Shoot, he's like the light skinned dude with the freckles. I think he's the main character for
Bald?
In the Heights. Yeah, kinda. I'll show you the trailer after this. It looks like a musical that was written specifically for Hispanic people, and it looks glorious.
Oh, okay, I know which one you're
It
talking
looks
about. Yeah.
glorious.
Yeah.
So that's coming. It's coming later this year too.
I
But
forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about now, right? Next, Marvel Studios has 10 shows in development right now for Disney Plus. Okay, 10. Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, the What If animated John, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. There's 2 that we don't know. So the question I'm posing to you is, what do you think those 2 are?
Man, god dang, I don't know.
I gave you 8.
Okay.
So Bob Iger said they're doing 10, and everyone's like, all right, so 10 minus 8 is 2. What the mother 2?
We missing 2.
Uncle Bob.
Could they be shows that they took from Netflix? Because wouldn't it be
I was
time?
going to say one is Daredevil. I think one is Daredevil. Or
Punisher.
one is Nelson Murdoch and Page. And that's going to be the name of the show. And
Okay.
it's going to involve their practice.
Yeah.
But in that, you can have Daredevil, Jessica Jones, honestly, is a private investigator, and probably Luke Cage, because you'd have to, if they rewrote Jessica Jones' character from the comics and put her in there, because Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are married and have a kid in the comics. And so they're like a quote unquote, crime fighting family.
Oh.
You could put that in Nelson Murdoch and Page. But I think Nelson Murdoch and Page would be a great show, or just Nelson and Murdoch, whatever you do with the title. But it would be basically Daredevil without calling it Daredevil.
Yeah.
I think that's how they get away with it. I really don't know what another one would be.
Punisher, man.
But you can even involve the Punisher in Nelson Murdoch and Page.
No, Punisher needs his own show, dude.
That's how you keep the Kingpin there. That's how you keep Daredevil there. That's how you keep the Punisher there. Because they're all fighting the Kingpin, who is the Kingpin of the crime in New York, right? That's how you keep all those 3 characters. You can even bring in Jigsaw. You can bring in Bullseye. You can bring in, because they're all associated, Elektra, all associated with each other and the Kingpin. That's how you do it.
Or just have Punisher have his own show.
No. They need something else.
And then cross between the shows.
Maybe something like more kid friendly.
You don't need no kid friendly stuff.
Like I'm
what?
looking at the poster behind me. I'm sorry if you hear me turning around.
Man, I don't know. You can go
They
kid
could
friendly.
try Inhumans again. Quote unquote try. I don't think they're gonna do that again because people hate it.
It was bad.
They could It was bad.
I don't know, man. What
Depending on what happens with this Guardians 3 movie, you could port the Guardians to a TV show.
I'd be okay with
and
that.
have the adventures of the Guardians Adventures
Or the Asgardians.
or whatever it's going to be.
Because Thor is with them, right?
Well, for the third movie, maybe. We'll see.
We'll keep it going.
Because Thor is going to have his own movie as well.
Well, duh, but like keep it going on TV, man. I don't know, dude. This is...
Yeah, exactly. There's so much.
There's too much. I'm looking at this poster. I'm like...
Disney's like, no, we getting money. You don't think it's too much. So, we're going to say Daredevil is one. Then the other one...
You should have a Rocket and Groot show.
The other one... Well, there you go. Guardians of the Galaxy. You
No, but just Rocket and Groot. Nobody else.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy, probably the other one. If you have an idea for what one of the two shows could be or what both of them could be, let us know. Hit us up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next. Netflix will now allow users to turn off the autoplay feature on the home screen. So when you log on to Netflix and it starts on something and it'll start playing it on the screen,
We can turn it off?
you can turn that off.
God dang, thank you.
It's about time. I don't know why it took them so long, but they're like,
I'm tired of that, dude.
We making money anyway, so we don't care about y'all. That's how it is.
Bro, like, I be sitting there and I'm just like trying to read or whatever, and then it starts playing a trailer. I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't chill out. I ain't click on you yet.
I ain't click on you yet. Oscars recap real quick. Yo, the Oscars 2020 was better than the last like 4 years.
Okay.
It was good. This year, you felt the absence of like a host more, as there was a more awkward pauses or silences in which you were like, man, if Chris Rock was here being the host of everything, it would just smooth.
Just get Steve Harvey, man.
Or if Steve.
Let Steve Harvey host everything.
But
Except
Ford versus
Miss
Ferrari
America.
won best sound editing. Ford versus Ferrari won 2 for like sound editing and another sound category, to which I say, okay, but it won over 1917 in both categories, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if you heard the same sound I heard.
I don't know if you felt the gunshot, bro. I saw that thing in IMAX, bro.
Bro,
The shots hit me in my chest.
yeah.
Every single time.
Is-
Yes, the explosions rattled my seat. Come on. Now.
Makeup and hairstyling. There were a couple where I was like, okay, y'all, you gave it to the white people. I get it. Oscars, I get it. Y'all, this is your like white moment for being like, okay.
Yeah.
They gave it to the people for Bombshell, which is that movie about like the Fox
Yeah.
people, which I'm like, I get it, makes sense. But they gave it to him over 1917, which I get it. But they gave it to him over Maleficent, and I'm like, if you're gonna nominate any movie, or if any movie's gonna win for hair, makeup, and costume, or hair, makeup, and styling, Maleficent, like, did I like? Are y'all serious? Where I was like, I get it, y'all, but y'all. In my opinion, y'all just made 3 white women look like 3 white women.
Do these people like watch the movies that they nominate? And
some of them do. Some of them are like, it's a foreign film. I don't really care. Honestly.
Well, then don't let them be the ones picking whatever. Like,
You ain't got the power to say that.
y'all finna hear me.
Best film editing was Ford versus Ferrari over Joker, Jojo Rabbit, Irishman, and Parasite. And I was just like, I get it. Because it's Ford and it's America and all, but
Bro, fluff America, man. Let's stop. Stop. Give the movies that
best
need to
animated
win the
short
award.
film was Hair Love by M.A.
Yeah, I
Cherry.
saw
So
that,
shout
yeah.
out to him. That was dope. Best production design was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I get that. Makes sense. Part of me is like, because it went over 1917. I'm like, production design. That's a hard one. You saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It is, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
It makes
was
sense.
dope, man.
But I also, as someone who's seen Parasite and who knew that the people who created Parasite, like the houses in the movie, legit built houses on sets that would move for the rain and everything. And I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Best costume design, The lady from Little Woman won. Makes sense. Irishman went 0 for 10 last night.
Dang.
0 for. it went 0 for 10.
Hey, Scorsese, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, Martin, let's talk to my brother.
Hey, you feeling good? You feeling keen?
Best visual effects, 1917.
Bet.
To which I went, okay, but it beat Endgame. And I'm like, if there's any category,
come on,
you
hold
know what
up.
I'm saying? There were
Hold
a couple
up.
categories I was like, y'all are so close.
That's a pity one. They were like, we didn't give it to you the other times. We're gonna give you this one.
It was best visual effects. It was Rise of Skywalker, Endgame, The Irishman, Lion King in 1917.
Endgame gotta win that. Out of those five,
that's a hard category.
but out of those five,
Endgame had like 8 layers of special effects that you didn't really notice. You only noticed one level, and there were 7 other levels that were so good that you were just like, this. Like, if you're gonna nominate and if Endgame's gonna win anything, visual effects, come on.
Yeah.
Like it's a duh, man. So 1917 won that.
bro, these guys drunk when they make these votes, man. Come on, I'm about to roast all y'all.
To which I was like, yes, but
If I could get paid to do the things they do, I'd do it way better.
best sound
Holla at me.
mixing, 1917 makes sense. It beat Joker, Ford, Ferrari, Ad Astra, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I get it. That makes sense. But see, any of that sound mixing, sound editing, that should have been 1917, bro.
Shout out Daniel Kelso. I know you're out there probably listening to us. He does all that sound stuff, and he loves all the sound, all that,
Because the
I don't
amount of
understand,
leveling and
but
mixing you have to do.
I want to hear his opinion on this. For sure.
Like, so, okay, think quick, tiny spoilers for 1917.
Quick mouths.
Quick maths. I think of sound. I think of all the sound editing and all that stuff that they did, and I'm like, yo, remember the part where Homeboy's running in the abandoned city, and you hear the shots bounce off of the buildings, and then you hear something in the background, and you're like, what is that roar? And it's the fire. You can hear it like before you see it, and it gets closer, and it's louder and louder, and I'm like, sound editing. Sound mixing. That part, I remember thinking, like, I was like, I could almost feel the heat off of this because it was massive. And then see the point where the dude's like looking at him and he pulls his gun out and the dude starts running at him. Like, that movie was just masterfully crafted. I love that movie. So anything when they were like sound editing, film versus or Ford Ferrari, I'm like, yes, because you hit the clutch and yeah. Okay. but that cave-in 1917 was a legit cave-in.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Best original song was Elton John from the Rocket Man movie. Shout out Elton John's.
Okay.
Best adapted screenplay was Jojo Rabbit. So Taika Waititi won, which Lego. Next was best documentary, sorry. Best original screenplay. Parasite won.
Yeah.
Dab. Shout out to the Eastern culture. You feel me?
Bro, I saw somebody was like mad that they won.
The amount of and it's not even one. The amount of people who are like, it's a foreign film.
But they were mad because the guy, what's his name?
Bong Joon.
Yeah, he went up and gave his speech in English. He said like, "Thank you for the award" or whatever, and then he went and like spoke in Korean.
Yeah,
and people were like,
translated.
And then somebody had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to go on Twitter and be like, "These people are ruining our country," and I was like, "Ninja, if you don't go watch the movie,
I was like,
you idiot."
It was
like, come on, dude.
People who were like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should have won. The Joker should have won. And so when Parasite won,
your white privilege is showing.
Yeah, that's what it is,
and it's bad.
It's like because Parasite,
and it's not just white people too.
Parasite won Best Original Screenplay. Then it won Best Foreign Language Film, which I was like, it's gonna win by a mile, right? So and then won 2 more. It won 4 Oscars in total. And so a lot of people, if it's Best Foreign Language Film, it should you can't be nominated for Best Foreign Language and Best Picture. To which you're like, why? And it's like, cinema and movies is not just for Americans.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
If I was there, I would have had people go check on Martin Scorsese real quick.
So the funny thing is, Martin didn't care. Martin was happy about it.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, because so Bong Joon talked about it in his speech at the end, where he was like, because he made Snowpiercer, which is that movie I'm trying to get you to watch, that they made the TV show off of, with Chris Evans. when he made that movie, Harvey Weinstein was over the company of that movie, so he tried to bring it over. Harvey Weinstein's like, no, we're not going to do this. You're not going to bring it over unless I make the cuts I want to make in this movie. And a lot of people didn't help Bong Joon because he's a foreigner or whatever. And Scorsese and Tarantino were a couple of people that were like, no, this dude makes amazing movies. Let him come over and bring his stuff over here, right? So Bong Joon is like the little brother that is like grown up and everyone loves him in the director community, because like he talked about an interview, like he lied to Harvey Weinstein to keep certain pieces of the Snowpiercer movie in the movie so that it would be ported over to America, to the point where he was like, this part really means a lot to me because my dad was a fisherman and whatever. And they asked him later, he's like, no, I effing lied. I knew he was going to cut my movie to pieces, but I need to show the whole movie. I'm not going to have my movie cut like that. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
So that dude is the dude that won. And so after like every one of his speeches tonight, he was like, I didn't think I was going to win. I'm going to go drink. And the next one was like, I'm going to drink a lot tonight. Hilarious. Toy Story 4 won Best Animated Movie. Over How to Train Your Dragon, Klaus, and Missing Link. To which a lot of people were like,
No.
Exactly. That's what it is. It was like,
based upon those dumb puppets alone, no. Fuck you, Toy Story.
Now,
screw you and everything you stand for. I hated that.
I think that was a proof of like Toy Story 4 was good. I don't think it was the best out of those, but Toy Story 4 was good. But it also shows like even when Pixar's like not amazing, they're still good.
Yeah,
still really good. So it is what it is. This is the one where I was kind of like, you got it wrong, Chief. Best original score.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I saw you.
Marriage Story, 1917, Little Woman, Rise of Skywalker, Joker, and Joker won out of those 5.
For the score.
Now, I don't fault. Oh gosh, don't even ask me to pronounce, because the person, she's friends with Ludwig Göransson, but her name is 17 times more harder to pronounce, so I don't want to butcher it. I believe she's a great composer. I couldn't, if you gave me a piece of the music from Joker and I played it right, and you played it right now, I'd be like, I wouldn't know what movie it's from.
Yeah, I don't.
Because a lot of the Joker score was dark sadness, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you gave me part of the trench music from 1917 when they're walking down, like that whole thing, if you gave me some of that, or the shootouts, like I would be like, that's from that movie. That's from that. You know what I'm saying? If
Come
you
on.
gave me a piece of Rise of Skywalker, I'd be like, oh, that's from Star
And I don't pay attention to the score at all when I watch movies.
But
the
1917 was nuts.
Thank you.
Bro, nuts. Is that plane heading over? And then the music built like, bro, that's where I was kind of like,
Yeah.
Moving on.
But I digress.
Best Director, Bong Joon.
Okay,
Parasite.
Bong Joon.
Beat Todd Phillips for Joker, beat Martin Scorsese for Irishman, beat Sam Mendes for 1917, and beat Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So everyone is like,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, like people were losing their freaking minds.
I bet 1917 was a runner-up, so I'm okay.
I'm fine with it. Laura Dern won Best Supporting Actress for Marriage Story, which I still haven't seen, and a friend of mine keeps bugging me to see it, and I need to. I heard she's amazing in it, so I need to go see it.
Marriage Story is the one with
Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. Laura Dern was the lady who played Holdo in Last Jedi with the purple hair.
Oh.
Who split Snoke's ship into like 19 pieces. She won Best Supporting Actress. Best Actress was Renee Zellweger. She beat Charlize Theron, Cynthia Erivo, and Harriet. Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story. And I cannot pronounce her last name is Ronan in Little Women. This is the one where I was like, I'm fine with Renee Zellweger winning. Did I want Cynthia Erivo to win? Yes. But I also didn't want her to win because she was the only black person nominated tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want the only black person nominated to win for a slave movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I kind of was at, where I was like, she's gifted, talented, etc., but I don't need to see another story about black people getting freed from slavery. I don't need that. I don't need those optics in 2020.
No mas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she is going to be the lead in the History Channel's Aretha Franklin show, where she plays Aretha Franklin.
Ooh.
And I saw the trailer. I was like, Why don't y'all like give me this?
Oh,
Don't give me. Oh, I'm Harriet Tubman, free and slave. I get it. Really.
Yeah.
Give me Aretha. Give me something I could dance to.
Okay.
So that's coming. I don't know when it's happening, but I saw the trailer for it. It looks fantastic. Cynthia Erivo can sang, not sing. Girl can sang.
Hi.
And so when you
Wow.
saw her as Aretha with the wig and everything, I was like, yo, we about to be in this piece. And Brad Pitt won Best Supporting Actor for
Once Upon a Time.
what's his name in the oh shoot.
Oh.
Dang it. What is his name?
Son of a biscuit. Hold
I'm
on.
mad. He won Best Actor, obviously. Joaquin Phoenix. Beat Antonio Banderas, Adam Driver in Marriage Story, and Leo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm
I
gonna find his name.
can't think of it for the life of me. It's something real
Cliff
simple too.
Cliff Booth.
There you go, Cliff Booth. I knew it's something really short and simple.
And then Leo played Rick Dalton.
Rick Dalton.
The two dopest names.
Yeah.
Period.
Cliff Booth. I knew it's something real short.
And Rick Dalton.
Then Best Picture, Parasite won Best Picture.
Noise.
Over 1917 for Ferrari, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Irishman, Little Women, Jojo Rabbit, Marriage Story. Stacked crowd, and it was like Koreans, they here to stay, and it was awesome.
K-Team, where we at though?
And so they're doing their little speech thing, and then one of the older people who are in the movie, one of the older little Korean ladies comes up to start talking, and then they bring the lights down, and everyone's like, boo, put the lights up! Like, they start freaking out, so they put the lights up for this elderly Asian lady. And very much like every elderly person in any culture, where she was like, I want to thank Bong Joon. I like his hair. I like his smile. I like his style directing. He's so nice. I want to thank the Korean people for being very upfront and honest, because if you premiere a movie there, they will tell you immediately what you got wrong and right about the movie. So thank you for your honesty. It was freaking hilarious. And that movie won 4 Oscars. Specifically, Bong Joon won 4 Oscars, which is more than Walt Disney won in a sitting. 4 Oscars.
Wow.
So, which is putting a lot of people like, oh, was Parasite that good? To which everyone's like, yes, go see the freaking movie, which I've been trying to tell you for 14 years. Go see Parasite.
But where's it at though?
If right now, because especially when it wins like that, they're going to put it back in theaters for a little bit anyway. Find it. Go see it.
Okay, dude.
This is a charge to the people listening as well. Jojo Rabbit, fantastic. 1917, fantastic. Parasite, fantastic. Those are the 3 movies of the year.
Make me a list of movies I need to see.
Those are your 3.
Write them down because I already forgot.
Those are your 3. Wayne, sign off for us for today.
Signing off for this episode of Entertainment Exchange. It's your boy Wayne, the hat trick Wizzy Well does David Johnson. Sorry, I'm sick. I will get better. I don't have coronavirus, so don't even bring that negativity my way. We love y'all. Keep supporting us. Support your boys. Buy our merch. And until next time, love God, love people, and we are out of here.